Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to introduce you to the all-new 2017 Ford Super Duty F-250. Now, the F-Series has been the best-selling truck for the last 40 years running. This vehicle was introduced in 1998 as well, so it's been in the lineup for quite a while now. All new for this vehicle, one second here, is Ford's all-new 6.7 liter Power Stroke diesel engine. With this, you're going to get about 440 horsepower, 925 pounds per foot of torque. A lot of power in this vehicle. It's actually class leading for the vehicle as well, or for the truck. See, everything in here is in clear basins as far as what you're going to want to keep an eye on the vehicle for maintenance. It is easy maintenance on the vehicle also. Notice a lot of care and goes into the production of these trucks. Hydraulic struts on here make it easy to open it up. You don't have to worry about pulling up the stick. And you also have, notice, a light here too, so if you do happen to need to check oil or anything like that middle of the night on a trip or anything, it's easy to see as well. Now, closing the hood here, you see a nice aggressive front grille on the vehicle. You do have the 2-bar grille, chrome grille. Integrated into the grille, you do have the headlight design on here, which is new for Ford as well. Big Ford emblem to go with it also. You notice in the Ford emblem, you do have a forward-facing camera here. That's a nice feature to have on this vehicle. It's something that does come on an option on the Lariat. It gives you a 180-degree angle along with 2 other cameras on the mirrors in the back as well, and I'll show you more about that when we go inside the vehicle. Coming along the side here, behind the wheels here, you do have 4-wheel disc brakes all the way around. Also, ABS, which is anti-lock brake system on the vehicle. You also have trailer sway control, smart stop technology. There's quite a few different features in the vehicle that actually help prevent or help keep you safe on the road while you're driving, come to a fast stop while you're driving as well. Along the side as well, another one of the cameras I was mentioning can be right here. These are breakaway mirrors, as well as power telescoping and power folding as well. One thing you're going to notice on this particular model is the blind spot monitor system on the vehicle. What's nice about that system is it's actually integratable with the trailer that you are towing as well. This vehicle lets you program the type of trailer that you have attached to the vehicle. The blind spot monitor system will actually sense the length of the trailers, not only the truck, which is pretty nice. You can see on the inside, and I'll go over more on this here too as well, but you do have the power folding seats here as well as the power adjustable foot pedals as well. Mind closing that? One of the nice things that Ford has done with these vehicles is lockable storage here. So you see you have a nice storage unit here. You can lock it on either side. There's a little key here that's actually on the other side there, as well as back here. But the nice thing is if you don't need it, you get a flat storage there too, okay? See, it's nice if you do have any pets, dogs, instead of having them run around on the seats, climbing back and forth, it makes it a little more difficult for them to do that. Also, it makes it more durable for the seats too, so they're not getting torn up by the dogs or anything as well. Also, if you don't have like a tonneau cover, camper shell or anything, if you are stowing anything and it's wet outside, you don't want it to get wet, you could stow it in here. It makes it a little bit nicer also. Now you notice with this one, it does have the running boards. These running boards actually extend further than the cab of the truck. So they actually come into the back of the bed here. Makes it easier. Kind of come in and grab anything that you need behind here as well. Okay. Now with this vehicle, Ford has actually implemented the aluminum body on this, the same that they've done on the F-150s. Now, it has made the vehicle lighter, up to about 350 pounds, which increases towing capacity, payload as well. Towing capacity on this one, you're about 14,000 pounds. Conventional, about 17.6 with the fifth wheel or gooseneck. Okay. On the tailgate on these also, you do have a lockable tailgate. Okay. Also, what you do have is the LED lighting on here as well. It's really nice, works well with the backup camera when you are towing or setting up your hitch. It's nice being able to see in the middle of the night there. One of my favorite features in here for the bed of the truck, they actually integrated it into the tailgate. Previously was on top of the tailgate bed here, tailgate. It's a tailgate step. This holds about 350 pounds. Makes it nice and easy to get in and out of the back of the bed. Someone like myself, I don't have to get a running start anymore like I do on a Dodge or Chevy. Makes it a little easier to get in. Now on this one, you do have the spray-in bed liner. Gives it a nice appearance also with the Ford logo in the back of the bed there. Okay, gives a nice little Ford stamp, makes it pretty nice. But what's nice about these is that you don't have to worry with the drop-in liners, water getting underneath, rusting out the bed or anything. Along with them too, you do have like the LED box lighting. This actually lights up the whole interior of the bed here. Goes in a U fashion here. So if you are loading at night, it makes it a bit easier. And along with it, you do have the box link system as well. These are integratable with, or universal, I should say, with any other type of tie-down hooks that you can get like at Home Depot or anything as well, okay? Now, you can't see this, but whenever you do come into test drive, the weight of this, a lot lighter than your other vehicles that you're going to be looking at as far as like the Dodge and the Chevy and all that, mostly because of the aluminum body that this vehicle has. Parking sensors on here as well. They do give you an audible and a visual tone when you are reversing. Coming along to the side here. As far as warranty coverage on the vehicle, you have a 3-year, 36,000 mile bumper-to-bumper warranty on the car. Covers essentially everything but wear and tear items on the vehicle. You also get a 5-year, 60,000 mile powertrain warranty. And then also along with that, you have 5 years or 60,000 miles of roadside assistance. If you lock your keys in the car, flat tire or anything like that, they will come as 24/7 complimentary, no cost to that for you. A little difficult to lock your keys in the car though, because you do have a 5-digit entry pad on the other side, which I forgot to mention. But I can show you that when we go around the other side and take a seat inside the vehicle here, okay? And apologies, diesel is actually a 5-year, 100,000 miles for the warranty. So you have the 5-digit code pad here, lock the vehicle if you need to, and actually you can personalize this code as well to your own 5-digit code. You can set up to 5 of them to be able to get into the vehicle also. The technology on this vehicle doesn't quite stop on the outside. It actually carries over to the interior of the vehicle too. A lot of features that this vehicle has. One of the ones that I mentioned out front was the camera system that the vehicle has. So it's nice to push of the button, and then with the doors closed, they're open right now. But if the doors were closed, you would get an actual 360-degree view of the vehicle. Makes it nice, especially with the larger trucks when you are parking. Costco area gets kind of tight. Parking spaces are getting more narrow and narrow as years go by too as well. So it makes it a little bit easier to see the room that you have around your vehicle. And then you can see here the forward-facing view of the car as well. Then you have your different settings for here is also. So this would give you a 180-degree view of the front of the vehicle. Let's say if you're coming out of a blind intersection, you can't see on either side. Very helpful in those types of situations, okay? Now, I also mentioned in the back outside that you can actually set your towing, what you're towing on the vehicle is here as well. So you actually have a trailer set up, a connection checklist, towing information, towing status, everything on here. So it actually gives you step-by-step instructions on how to set up your hitch or trailer on here. For those of you that aren't too familiar with towing or don't tow too often, it gives you step-by-step instructions on how to set everything up, which makes it really easy and very simple too. You do have off-road status because this is the FX4 off-road package on here also. With that, you do get like the skid plates, the more off-road tuned suspension on the vehicle also. This is nice. It gives you like the degree and angle of the vehicle also. And then you do have your 4 high, 4 low here. Along with that too, though, you do have a rear locking differential on here as well. So if you do happen to get really stuck somewhere, you pull on this lever here and it actually locks the rear axle together, so both wheels spin simultaneously, helping you get out of whatever area you're stuck in. Okay, now let's see here. One thing I forgot to mention too outside in the front was the diesel exhaust fluid set. Diesel exhaust fluid, so it's actually right next to the fuel tank. And we can take a look at that here before we go on our test drive. It's actually a larger tank, and it gives you your tank capacity here as well. So you can actually change these settings. It's all digital to the view that best fits what you would like to see on the vehicle. Okay. Here you do have the downhill assist climb as well. So that what that does is, as you're going downhill, to use engine braking and to help slow down the vehicle, which is nice, especially when you have the trailer. Kind of save your brakes and everything there. Okay. Now this is Sync 3, and this is Ford's newest system. It's actually the most user-friendly system in the market. Okay. With this system, it's completely compatible with iPhone and Androids as well. So you have what's called Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, which would be completely compatible with these vehicles. If you happen to get one without navigation, for example, you use Apple CarPlay, plug it in, your maps, or I believe it's called Apple Maps, right, for Apple, would be integratable with this, so you still have the access of navigation using that system in here. Navigation on here is very simple. You can use it just like a search engine, like a Google search, for instance. So let's say you wanted to go to coffee. You wanted coffee, and let's say you wanted to go in Paso Robles. Most systems, looking at them, you have to type in individually an address or point of interest, city, state, zip code, everything. This one you just type it in just like you would on a computer, and you can see it pulls up everything, and it has to do with coffee here in Paso Robles. Gives you a phone number. Accidentally exited out of that one there, but you guys saw how that worked there, and you press start and it goes. Even something as simple as saying,
please say a command.
I'm hungry.
Where would you like to search? Please say nearby or in a city.
Nearby.
Please say a line number.
Next page. 7.
When ready, press the voice button and then say set as destination.
And you can see how simple that is to use, especially while you're driving around the road. Okay. And we'll just cancel that route there. Along with this too, though, you do have integratable apps. So if you use like Spotify, Pandora Radio, or anything like that, those apps will actually be able to use on here. So you can actually filter through your playlist, change your playlist, For example, on Pandora Radio, you can like, dislike songs. A lot of different commands that you can do on here, which make it really nice, very user-friendly on here as well. But let's go for a drive.